In this example, we're going to convert 1.3 kilograms to milligrams. So we're going to use this metric conversion table to do this. First thing we need to do is identify the base unit. So kilograms, milligrams, that base unit is grams. So what we're going to do is use grams as an intermediate step, because we know with this table we can convert kilograms to grams using the factor right here, and we know we can convert milligrams to grams, or grams to milligrams, using that conversion factor there. So it's a two-step problem. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're starting with 1.3 kilograms. So what we do to use the conversion factor is we set up, we're going to multiply by a fraction here. We have kilograms that go on the bottom. We want to convert to grams, and they go on the top. From the table then, we're told that 1 kilogram, so there's 1 kilogram, is 1,000 grams. So what we're doing here is multiplication. 1.3 times 1,000. That's 1,300. We're just moving that decimal place 3 times. What happens with the units? So because this is written as a fraction, we've got kilograms on top, kilograms on the bottom, so they cancel out, and then we're left with grams on top, which is what we wanted. So that's the first step. So we've converted 1.3 kilograms to 1,300 grams. We're not finished yet. What we need to do next is then convert 1,300 grams to, our final answer will be in milligrams. So we set up a fraction again. We have grams, so they go on the bottom. We want milligrams, so they go on the top. So our conversion factor right here says that 1 milligram is 1,000th of a gram, and that was the same as 0.001. If you're using a calculator, it's probably just a little bit quicker just to put in 0.001. Notice our conversion factor is now on the bottom. So because it's on the bottom of the fraction, it means what we're going to be doing when we multiply, so 1,300 times 1 over, or 1 divided by 0.001 grams. That's the same as multiplying by 1,000. And you can check that on your calculator. So you go 1,300 times 1 divided by 0.001. And what you get is 1,300,000. Then our units, well, we had grams on top and on the bottom, so they cancel out. And we're left with the milligrams, which is what we wanted. So now we know that we're finished the problem. 1.3 kilograms equals 1,300,000 milligrams. When you get your final answer, you just want to check that the answer makes sense. So we know from the table that large units are here up at the top, so kilogram is quite a large unit. Small units down here at the bottom, so the milligram is quite a small unit. So just think about that, 1.3 kilograms, 1,300,000 milligrams. So a small amount of a large unit is equal to a large amount of a small unit. Okay, so that makes sense. It takes a lot of milligrams to make up, it takes 1,000 to make up a gram. So then your kilogram is 1,000 times more. It takes 1,000,000 of them to make up 1 kilogram. So that's just final check that your answer makes sense, and then you're finished.